Tonight, you will walk along the quiet edges of history. Not in daylight, not among the rush of voices, but in a gentler hour when the world has hushed itself into silence. You are lying here, safe, the weight of the day slowly sliding off your shoulders. Your breath begins to follow the rhythm of night itself, steady, calm, unhurried. Each inhale feels like a tide flowing softly in, each exhale like a tide pulling gently away. And as you listen, as you rest, the hush of your room begins to blur into something older, something timeless. You feel the floor beneath you melt into earth. The walls around you become the open expanse of hills and mountains. Above, the ceiling dissolves into a canvas of deep indigo sky, scattered with stars that flicker like ancient lanterns hung in eternity. You are not here to strain or to search. You are here to walk, slowly, dreamily, along the edges of memory. Have you ever wondered what it might feel like to walk beside a structure so old, so vast, that it stretches beyond the reach of vision? A wall that curves over ridges, disappears into mist and reappears again like a ribbon of stone sewn across the sleeping land. That wall, the Great Wall, does not rise before you as a barrier tonight. Not as a defense, not as a monument of division, but as a gentle guardian of time. Tonight, it is here not to keep things apart, but to hold you safely in its embrace, as though the stones themselves breathe alongside you. Breathe in, slowly, deeply. Breathe out, even slower. As you breathe, dusk settles across the land. You can almost see the colors melting at the horizon. The warm gold of the day fades into the cool silver of twilight. Hills roll softly in every direction, their outlines blurred by mist, like brushstrokes of ink on rice paper. The wall winds among them, not harshly, not sharply, but with grace, like a river of stone flowing through mountains, unbroken, serene. Step closer. In your imagination, feel your feet touch the ancient path. The stones are cool, worn smooth by countless footsteps, yet steady, grounding. Each step you take is unhurried, perfectly balanced with your breath. Step. Inhale. Step. Exhale. There is no rush here, only rhythm. Listen. There is silence, yet not emptiness. The silence is alive, full of subtle sounds, crickets hidden in grass, the faint stir of wind against the mountain ridges, a bird's call fading into the distance. Even your own heartbeat, slow and steady, joins this quiet orchestra of night. Have you ever felt that silence can hold you, as though it were not absence but presence, vast and protective? Tonight, silence is your companion. You pause, looking at the wall as it climbs a distant ridge, disappearing into shadow. It seems endless, yet gentle. You wonder, not with urgency, but with soft curiosity. How many lives have brushed against these stones? How many stories linger quietly between them? Soldiers once kept watch here, travelers carried messages, families dreamed of safety. Yet, tonight, all those voices are not noise. They are whispers, folded carefully into the stones, waiting only to cradle your rest. The sky deepens. Stars shine brighter now, mirrored in your slow, relaxed breathing. You notice how the wall itself almost seems to breathe, expanding and contracting with the land. Its curves rise like an inhale, its dips fall like an exhale. The stones and your body share the same rhythm. You walk a little further. The air is cooler now, brushing softly against your skin. You catch the faint scent of pine carried from the forests, mixed with the freshness of mountain mist. It is crisp, but not sharp, refreshing, but gentle, like the breath of night itself leaning close. Each sense awakens, yet softens. Sight becomes softer, sound becomes gentler, touch becomes lighter. You are fully here, but not alert in the way of day. You are drifting, surrendering, floating. Have you ever wondered what it feels like when history itself watches over your sleep? Tonight, the wall does not stand behind you or in front of you. It stands with you, beside you, as an old guardian. It does not ask you to remember every date, every battle, every dynasty. It simply asks you to rest, to let go, to feel safe beneath the vast, timeless sky. Breathe in, breathe out. The rhythm carries you deeper into calmness, and as your steps slow, as your eyes soften in this inner vision, dusk deepens into night. The hills grow darker, their edges melting into one another. The stars shimmer more brightly, countless, infinite. The wall, winding endlessly, becomes less a structure of stone and more a ribbon of memory, carrying you gently, one step at a time. And so you begin. Not a journey of effort, not a path of striving, but a gentle wandering along the quiet edges of history. The air cools as night leans closer, and you notice how every sound softens. The wind, once moving briskly through the valleys, now drifts like a long sigh, settling over the stones. The grass, brushing faintly against your legs, bends in quiet agreement with the hush of the hour. Even the unseen creatures of the mountains, foxes, owls, insects, pause their movements as if they too are slowing in rhythm with your steps. You pause to rest your hand upon the wall itself. Beneath your fingertips, the stone feels ancient, yet steady, firm and protective. The surface is rough in some places, smoothed in others by centuries of touch. But what you sense most is not texture, it is presence. The wall holds memory, not as words carved on a page, but as breath pressed into stone. Have you ever touched something so old that it feels alive, not with movement, but with quiet endurance? That is how this wall greets you now. It is less a monument of human struggle and more a companion that has stood patiently for lifetimes, waiting for this gentle night when you would walk alongside it. As you breathe, your body feels lighter. Each inhale fills you with the coolness of the mountain air, and each exhale releases a little more of your weight into the earth beneath you. Your shoulders loosen, your jaw softens, even your thoughts, restless in the day, begin to dissolve like mist rising from the valleys. The horizon fades to shadow. Where once the sky held a ribbon of gold and lavender, now only the deep velvet of night remain. Stars pierce through with slow confidence, steady and endless, as though they have been watching this wall for as long as it has existed. Their light touches the stones gently, silvering the edges, softening every outline. The wall glimmers faintly, not as if it demands to be seen, but as if it wishes only to reflect the calmness of the sky. And as you walk, you notice the wall no longer feels like it divides land. Tonight, it is not a barrier between here and there. Tonight, it is a thread stitching the earth and the sky together. Each stone is like a bead on a necklace, strung across the mountains, uniting one horizon to another. Walls in the daylight can mean defense, separation, borders. But have you ever thought of walls as guardians, not of land, but of silence? Tonight, The Great Wall is not keeping the world out. It is keeping peace in. Like the frame around a painting, the stones are here only to hold the stillness so that it does not scatter. You walk within that stillness now, wrapped in its embrace. A soft echo of history flows past you. Faint images, not sharp, not loud, but gentle, like shadows of memory moving through mist. You imagine builders laying these stones, not with shouts, but with steady breaths, each one rising and falling like your own. You imagine soldiers pacing here, not in battle, but in calm vigilance beneath the same stars. You imagine children far away, sleeping safely, never knowing the wall itself was a guardian of their dreams. Do you feel how time itself slows here? It stretches thin, like silk unwinding in the night, smooth and unbroken. Past and present, no longer feel separate. They are folded together, seamless, like the stones beneath your feet. You continue walking, and the path rises gently. The incline is steady but not demanding. Each step takes no effort, as though the wall itself is carrying you upward. The stones beneath you almost seem to breathe, their coolness drawing warmth from your feet, grounding you deeper into the earth. You pause again, looking outward from this higher place. Below you, valleys stretch wide and quiet. In the distance, ridges layer upon ridges, their edges softened by night mist. The wall curves away, disappearing into darkness, then reappearing on another ridge like a silver ribbon. There is no end to it, no final stone, only continuation, like breath itself, endless and steady. The stars above gather thicker now. The Milky Way spills across the sky like pale smoke, delicate and shimmering. You find yourself wondering, not with urgency, not with analysis, but with a childlike softness, how many nights has this wall watched the same stars? How many quiet travelers, long forgotten, once stopped as you do now, tilting their heads upward, breathing in the stillness, surrendering to rest beneath this infinite sky? The answer does not matter. What matters is this moment, here, now. You, the wall, the stars, the silence. Nothing more is needed. Your breath deepens again, slower still. Inhale the coolness of the night. Exhale the weight of everything you no longer need. As you continue, you feel less like a traveler and more like a dreamer. The wall itself seems less stone and more memory, guiding you, holding you, inviting you deeper into quiet surrender. And as you reach a curve where the wall bends sharply into shadow, you pause one last time. The night is so still that even your thoughts fall quiet. The silence wraps you completely, as if you have stepped into the heart of peace itself. And softly, like a whisper carried on the wind, the invitation remains. Let us step closer to the stones of memory, one by one. The night grows deeper, yet it is not heavy. It is not pressing down upon you, but opening outward, wide and infinite, like an endless horizon made of calm. The longer you walk, the more the wall itself feels like a dream, stretching on without beginning, without end. Each step becomes lighter, slower, softer, until it feels as though you are no longer walking at all. You are gliding, drifting, carried forward on the breath of night. The stones beneath your feet are cool and steady, yet they no longer feel hard. They feel almost weightless, like stepping across the surface of memory itself. You sense how many footsteps have passed here before, builders, watchmen, wanderers, poets, and yet tonight, all those footsteps blend into one single rhythm, your walk, your breath, your rest. Pause for a moment. place your hand again upon the stones. Notice how the coolness seeps into your palm, calming the muscles, quieting the pulse. That coolness moves upward, flowing softly through your arm, spreading into your shoulders, dissolving the last of the day's tension. With each breath, it spreads further, down your back, through your chest, loosening the knots of thought that had once been tangled tight. Inhale, calm. Exhale, release. You lift your gaze and the stars above seem closer now. They gather in clusters, like lanterns strung across the heavens, and their pale light drapes gently over the wall. The wall glows faintly, silvered and soft, no longer stone, but almost silk, flowing across the land like a ribbon woven by time itself. Have you ever wondered what it might feel like to sleep beneath a sky that has watched over countless generations? Tonight, you feel that ancient gaze. The stars do not watch with judgment, they watch with patience, with endless presence, steady and quiet. You realize that you too are part of this long watch. For a moment, you belong entirely to this stillness. This air carries scents that shift with the breeze, pine, earth, faint traces of distant smoke where a village might rest unseen in the valley below. Each scent arrives gently, then fades, like memories passing through a dream. The wind is neither warm nor cold, only balanced, only soothing, brushing against your skin like a whispered lullaby. And as you breathe, your body begins to melt into the night itself. Your hands loosen, your jaw softens, your eyes grow heavier. The day is far behind you now. Its noise has been left outside these walls of silence. Here, there is no need to think, no need to carry, no need to hold, only to be. You notice the wall ahead curving again, winding upward toward a distant ridge. But this time, you do not feel the need to follow far. Instead, you find a place to pause, a quiet resting spot along the stones. You sit, or perhaps you simply imagine yourself reclining, your back against the steady surface, your body cradled by history itself. The wall does not feel cold, it feels grounding, as if it were breathing with you, slow and steady, guarding your rest. Look out one last time. The valleys are vast, but they are no longer dark and empty. They are filled with stillness, filled with breath. The mountains are tall, but they no longer loom. They cradle the wall as gently as a mother cradles a child. The stars above are countless, but they do not overwhelm. They soothe like tiny candles flickering to keep you safe, and so you surrender more deeply. Your breath is slower now. Inhale, as if gathering the coolness of night. Exhale, as if releasing the last fragment of weight you carried. Each breath folds you further into quiet. Each breath carries you further away from the noise of waking life, further into the dream of history, where the wall and the stars and your own body are all part of one unbroken rhythm. Have you noticed how the wall, which once seemed endless, now feels as if it has disappeared? Not because it is gone, but because it has become one with you. It is no longer outside of you, it is within, a guardian of silence, a keeper of calm. You carry it in your breath, in your heartbeat, in the peace now filling your body. The night deepens once more. A hush settles over everything, and you realize there is nothing left to do, nothing left to reach for, nothing left to hold. The wall will stand, the stars will shine, time will continue its quiet march, and you, safe within this timeless embrace, can finally let go. So close your eyes fully now. Feel the weight of your body resting against the earth, supported, grounded. Feel the gentle breath of night moving through you, carrying you into stillness. Feel the stones of memory holding you, guiding you, protecting you, and with the faintest whisper, softer than wind, the night itself says, "Let us step closer to the stones of memory." One by one. The wall is not just stone, it is memory pressed into earth, generation after generation. Every block that rises before you once rested in the calloused hands of a laborer, lifted in sweat, carried with effort, set in place with purpose. You imagine their breath, the short, heavy inhale of one who bore weight, the long exhale of one who pushed forward despite the ache. Their breath is still here, echoing quietly in the stones, mingling now with your own. Pause. Feel it. The stones beneath your fingertips are cool, but within them lies the warmth of countless lives. They built not just a barrier, but a witness. The wall has watched dynasties rise and fall, banners lifted and lowered, victories celebrated, losses grieved. Yet the stones do not speak of triumph or failure, they speak only of endurance, of time, of persistence. Consider this. When the first stones were laid, the builders knew they would never see the wall completed. Their lives would pass like sparks while the wall stretched on, growing beyond their sight. And yet they built anyway. Not for themselves, but for something greater, something unseen. Can you feel that weight, the paradox of working for a future you will never touch? That too is what it means to live, and so the wall becomes more than stone, it becomes a philosophy. A reminder that each moment of effort, each breath of persistence is a stone set down in the structure of your own existence. Not every stone is grand. Some are small, almost unnoticeable, but without them the wall would crumble. Without the small moments, life would collapse. Let that truth soften you. The day you carried may have felt incomplete, fragmented, imperfect, but each breath, each action, each step, whether graceful or clumsy, was a stone placed in the wall of your becoming. Even tonight, by resting, by breathing slowly, you are laying another stone. You are building still. The night invites you to see not the weight of effort, but the beauty of accumulation. Imagine those first stones, heavy, rough, lifted by hands that trembled under the strain. Yet imagine also the moment when the first stretch of wall began to take shape, rising from earth like a line drawn across eternity. The builders looked back and saw not just stones, but progress, not just struggle, but continuity. Your life, too, is such a wall. Each day, a stone, each choice, each surrender, each letting go, part of a greater pattern you may not yet see. Perhaps that is why sleep matters. It allows the mortar of time to set. Without rest, the wall cannot hold. Without surrender, nothing endures. The stars above flicker as though nodding in agreement. The night whispers, "Do not rush." Stones cannot be placed in haste. A wall cannot rise in one day, and you cannot carry the entirety of your life at once. You are meant to carry only this moment, only this breath. So, breathe now. Inhale deeply, as though lifting a stone from the ground. Hold it gently, not with force, but with awareness. Then exhale slowly, as though placing the stone carefully upon the wall, steady, secure. Again, inhale, lift, exhale, place. The rhythm becomes natural, unforced. Your breath becomes construction. Your body becomes builder. Your rest becomes creation. The wall stretches on, endless, but you no longer feel daunted. You no longer see its infinity as a burden. You see it as a gift. But just as the wall extends beyond the horizon, so does your life extend beyond what you can hold in any one moment. And that is why you need not hold it all. You need only place one stone at a time, one breath at a time. Do you see how the philosophy of stone becomes the philosophy of rest? The builders labored under sun and storm, but when the day was done, they set down their tools, trusting the wall to remain until morning. You too may set down your burdens. Trust that your life, like the wall, will hold until tomorrow. You need not guard it through the night. You need only breathe, only rest, only let the stones of time hold you. The wall before you glimmers faintly in starlight, each stone softened, as if lit from within. The longer you look, the more it resembles, not a barrier, but a flowing line of memory, a river made of stone, carrying you through centuries. You feel yourself becoming lighter, more fluid, drifting along with it, no longer bound by the urgency of waking life. And as you surrender deeper into the silence, you sense it again. The wall is not outside you, it is within you. Every breath you take places another stone, and every stone makes you more whole. The wind stirs along the ridges, carrying with it whispers that are not just air, but history itself. You sense how many storms have swept across these stones, how many winters of snow pressed heavy against them, how many summers burned them under merciless suns, yet still they stand, worn, weathered, softened, but unbroken. Think of that. Every stone before you has endured more nights than you could count, more storms than you could name, more shifts of empire than your memory can hold. And yet the wall does not crumble. It accepts time, not as an enemy, but as a companion. Its scars are not flaws, they are proofs of survival. Close your eyes and imagine the centuries passing in a rush. Picture banners of war unfurling, soldiers marching, torches blazing along the ridgeline. Imagine the clash of steel, the cries of both victory and defeat. Then imagine silence settling again, the stones holding steady, unshaken by the noise of men. Life too is like this. We think our struggles are final, decisive, permanent. Yet when time moves on, when storms pass, when the dust settles, what remains is not the noise but the endurance, the quiet strength of having remained, the silent testimony, I am still here. Do you feel that inside yourself? That quiet resilience, often hidden, often overlooked? You too have stood through storms. You have been struck by rains you thought would never end, shaken by winds you thought would tear you apart. Yet here you are, still breathing, still standing, still building. Like the wall, you are scarred but enduring. The wall teaches, do.
Not measure yourself by the moment of storm. Measure yourself by the fact that you remain when silence returns. Your breath is proof of that. Each inhale says, I continue.
Each exhale says, I endure. Let the wall remind you, you do not need to be untouched by hardship to be strong. You only need to be here, to keep breathing, to let time move through you, not against you. The night deepens. Above, the stars scatter like sparks, as if struck from the hammer of creation itself. Beneath, the wall flows like a river of stone, endless, unwavering. Between them, you, a traveler, a witness, a dreamer, standing at the edge of history and sleep. You walk slowly now, tracing the curve of the wall as it disappears into mist, and with each step, you feel as though you are not moving forward in space, but backward in time. The centuries peel away like layers of silk. You see the Mongol horsemen riding across plains, fierce and fast, pressing against the barrier. You see watchtowers lit with fire, sending signals across the dark. You see emperors sending their commands, dynasties rising in glory and falling in silence. And still, the wall endures. It does not resist the passing of time. It does not fight against what comes. It simply holds. And in its holding, it teaches you a secret. Strength is not the absence of change, but the ability to remain whole within it. Consider your own life, the changes that came uninvited, the losses you never asked for, the beginnings you feared, the endings you resisted, and yet you remained. You endured. Like the wall, you held, perhaps bent, perhaps marked, but not destroyed. Let that truth ease your heart. You do not need to be unbroken to be whole. You only need to breathe, to let time pass, to trust that you too will still be here when silence returns. The mist thickens, around you soft and gentle, wrapping the wall in mystery. It feels like time itself has folded, bringing every century closer until they all rest together in this single moment. And you are here, standing at the center of it. A bridge between past and present, between struggle and peace, between waking and sleep. And in that awareness, something inside you loosens. The grip you've held on today, the anxieties that have gnawed at the edge of your thoughts, the unfinished tasks, the quiet regrets, they begin to fade. For compared to centuries, compared to dynasties, compared to the endless endurance of stone, these worries are but passing clouds, shadows on the wall that will vanish when morning comes. So let them go. Breathe them out, one by one. With each exhale, imagine a worry drifting into the mist, dissolving, leaving you lighter. Again, inhale, steady. Exhale, release. The wall does not carry its storms into tomorrow. Neither must you. The wind softens now, no longer a storm but a lullaby. It brushes your face with the gentleness of centuries, reminding you, everything passes, everything changes, and still you endure. You pause along the wall, resting your hand on the cool stone. It feels alive, as if it has been waiting centuries just for your touch. The rough surface tells its story, chipped, cracked, marked by battles and weather, but still it holds. Still it stands, and in that moment you realize something. This wall is not just outside of you, it lives within you. You too have walls, built from the stones of your past, walls of memory, of struggle, of lessons endured. Some stones are smooth, polished by time, others are jagged, scarred from storms. But together they form something strong, something that has kept you safe through nights darker than this one, storms louder than any wind could carry. So often we look at our scars and see only weakness. But scars are not weakness. They are proof of survival, each one a stone in your wall, each one a reminder. You have been tested and you are still here. The Great Wall does not hide its cracks. It does not pretend to be untouched. It shows its weathering proudly, knowing that endurance is more beautiful than perfection. You too can hold yourself with that same quiet pride. Not because you have never been broken, but because you have never stayed broken. Listen closely. The night around you hums with silence, yet you feel the echo of centuries vibrating through the stones. They speak without words, carrying a truth so old and so simple, nothing lasts forever, except the fact that you lasted. Breathe that truth in. Let it settle into your chest. Feel your shoulders loosen, your body soften. You don't have to fight the storms anymore. You don't have to carry every weight into tomorrow. The wall reminds you, release is also strength. Letting go is also endurance. And so, with each exhale, you let a little more go. Exhale the memory of words that stung. Exhale the pressure of tasks unfinished. Exhale the quiet fears you carried alone. One by one, they dissolve into the night air like mist against the stones. Now notice how light you feel. Notice how quiet the world becomes when you stop holding what is not yours to hold. The wall stands without clutching. It endures without gripping. It simply remains, and so can you. Above you, the stars glow brighter, a canopy of endless time. They too have witnessed empires rise and fall. They too have outlasted storms. And here you are, lying beneath them, sharing in their eternity part of the same fabric of endurance. You close your eyes for a moment, and even with your vision gone, you can still see the wall stretching endlessly across the land. You feel it more than you see it, an endless current of strength carrying you into stillness. Your breath matches its rhythm, steady, patient, eternal. Inhale. Exhale, stone by stone. Moment by moment, you are becoming the wall, and as you sink deeper into that awareness, you feel something tender, almost hidden, rising within you. Peace. The kind of peace that doesn't need answers, doesn't demand control. A peace that trusts endurance itself. This is the lesson the wall has kept for centuries.
Storms pass, empires fade, time moves on.
But what endures is not noise, not fear, not perfection. What endures is presence, breath, being. You are still here. That is enough. That has always been enough. The night wraps itself around you like a cloak, soft and protective. The stones beneath your hand feel warmer now, as though they are lending you their strength, their patience, their quiet. And somewhere inside, you know, you don't need to fight sleep tonight. You don't need to chase it. You only need to rest against the wall within you, trust it to hold, and let yourself drift. Your breath slows, your body sinks, the wall keeps watch, the stars keep company, and you, weary traveler, finally let go. Stone by stone, breath by breath, peace at last. Tonight, you will walk toward the tall silhouettes rising against the horizon, ancient watchtowers standing like sentinels along the great wall. Their dark outlines reach into the starlit sky, their presence solemn yet reassuring, like guardians that have never abandoned their post. As you approach, the air feels different here, still, heavier somehow, as if every stone of these towers remembers. They have seen the centuries unfold. They have watched the shadows of soldiers march, heard the cries of traders in caravans, and stood through the long silences between. You pause at the base of one. Its doorway is arched, framed with weathered brick. You step inside and the air changes again, cool, hushed, thick with the echo of ages. The walls carry faint traces of firelight, the memory of smoke, the whisper of long vanished voices. Imagine the guards who once climbed these narrow stairs. Imagine the way they carried torches at night, the way their breath turned to mist in the winter air, the way they leaned against the stones waiting for the dawn. Their lives were small moments, yet each was woven into this place, held forever in its memory, and now you stand where they once stood. The staircase spirals upward, uneven beneath your steps. Slowly, gently, you climb. Each step feels like a soft invitation to rise, to breathe, to remember. The higher you go, the quieter your thoughts become, as if the tower itself is teaching you how to leave the weight of the ground below. Finally, you emerge at the top. The view stretches wide, hills rolling like ocean waves, the great wall curling over them, the stars reflected in the distant rivers. From here, the world feels different. Still vast, still endless, but no longer overwhelming. Because you are not lost in it, you are simply watching. That is the gift of the watchtower, perspective. How often in your own life have you been lost in the noise below? Tangled in worries, rushing through days, caught in storms of thought, so close you could not see beyond them. The watchtower reminds you, rise above, step back, look again. From here, what once felt unbearable softens into something smaller, something passing. Take a slow breath, let your shoulders relax as you gaze. Into the distance, every breath is like climbing higher, leaving behind the heaviness of the ground. You are lighter here, you are freer here, and in this stillness, memory stirs. You recall your own watchtowers, the high places in your life where you stood still and simply saw. Perhaps a quiet evening when you watched the sunset in silence. Perhaps a moment when time seemed to stop and you felt yourself held in something greater. Those moments are your own inner towers, built not of stone but of presence. They too hold your memory, keeping it safe, waiting for you to return. The wind brushes gently across your face, cool and steady. It carries the scent of pine and earth, a reminder that the world below still turns, still lives, still breathes. But here, you are untouched by urgency. The world can move at its pace. You are allowed to rest in yours. Close your eyes for a moment. Even without sight, you feel the vastness around you, stretching without end. It doesn't frighten you, it comforts you, because vastness means freedom. Vastness means you are part of something greater, and yet you are safe within it. The stones beneath you do not tremble. The tower does not falter. Neither will you. With every breath, you become steadier, quieter, more at peace. The watchtower does not ask you to act. It does not demand you to solve. It only invites you to see, to breathe, to rest. And in this way, it becomes not just a place of memory, but a place of forgetting too. Forgetting urgency, forgetting fear, forgetting the heavy need to hold everything at once. You are allowed to set it all down here. The night deepens, the stars burn brighter, and the watchtower keeps its silent vigil.
And you, weary traveller, find yourself softening into its rhythm, ready to see not just the world, but yourself from this higher place. Stone by stone, breath by breath. You are rising from the top of the tower. The great wall stretches into
the misty distance. Its curves and turns, softened by night, seem less like barriers and more like a river of stone winding across the mountains. Each watchtower you passed, each stone you imagined, holds its own story. Yet the stories are not loud, they are whispers, gentle, patient, and quiet enough that your own breath can mingle with them. You notice how each watchtower is different. Some are taller, their stones weathered unevenly by time. Some are smaller, almost hidden along the ridges. But all share the same purpose: to observe, to endure, to witness. You realize that your own mind is like these towers. Certain memories rise tall and clear, others lie hidden in shadow. Some moments are vivid, burned brightly into your awareness, others rest quietly, almost forgotten. And yet all of them are part of you. Take a slow breath and imagine leaning against one of those stones. Feel its solidity, its quiet strength. Let it remind you that your memories, no matter how jagged or smooth, do not weigh you down. They anchor you. They are the watchtowers of your own history, and they are steadfast. Have you noticed how often we rush past our own experiences, trying to push away what hurts or grasping desperately at what comforts? The watchtowers show another way, simply to observe, to stand tall and let the wind of time pass through, to acknowledge without clinging, to see without needing to act. As you breathe, you feel your chest expand gently, as if you are taking in not only air, but centuries of perspective. The night sky above stretches endlessly, dotted with stars that have observed the same Earth for millennia. They have seen countless human lives rise and fall, countless suns set and rise, countless storms sweep across the mountains. And yet, they remain, just as the towers remain, just as you remain. The wind carries a faint scent of pine and stone. You can hear a distant river, soft and rhythmic, echoing the pulse of life moving far below. You feel the calm flow through you, a gentle tide that rises with each inhale and recedes with each exhale. One breath, observe; another breath, release. Here on the watchtower, memory is no longer burden. It is gentle. It does not demand that you relive pain, nor that you chase joy. It asks only that you notice, that you allow the story of your life to be held by something larger, something enduring. The stars seem to lean closer now, reflecting faintly on the stones around you. They light up your own memories, not to illuminate, not to judge, but to soothe. A childhood laugh, a quiet conversation, a moment of courage, a moment of fear, they all shimmer like the same starlight. They all belong to you. They are yours to hold and yours to release. Take another slow breath, and as you exhale, imagine letting go of one memory that weighs too heavily. Watch it drift into the night, soft as mist, leaving you lighter. Inhale, feel the space it leaves. Exhale, sink deeper into the calm. You are learning the rhythm of the towers. Observe, breathe, release. Observe, breathe, release. Step by step, stone by stone, breath by breath. And as the night deepens, you realize that the towers are not only watching the past, they are watching over your rest. They are here to remind you that you need not carry everything alone, that some things can be entrusted to the night itself. Some stories can be folded gently into the silence, and some can rise like stars, shining quietly within you. You feel the weight of the world below begin to dissolve. The clamor of thoughts, the anxieties, the what-ifs and not-enoughs, all are softened by this elevated place, by the patient stones, by the timeless sky. Here, memory is no longer a burden. It is a quiet companion. And you are learning to carry it with the gentleness it deserves, with the patience the night teaches, with the breath that is steady, soft, and unhurried. The wind brushes your cheek once more. The stars gleam faintly. The wall winds endlessly below. And you, perched atop this ancient watchtower, begin to surrender fully to the calm that surrounds you, stone by stone, breath by breath. From this height, you notice something remarkable. The towers themselves are
not isolated.
Each one links to the next along the winding wall, forming a chain that stretches across mountains, valleys, and time. Each tower watches its own stretch, yet together they form a network of memory, a web of presence that spans centuries. And so it is with your own memories. Each moment you've held, each lesson you've learned, each loss you've mourned, and each joy you've embraced is not separate. They connect, forming a chain that carries you through life, strong enough to hold even when the night feels long. You lean gently against the stone at the top of this tower, letting its solidity seep into your body. The weight of the wall is grounding, steadying, reminding you that you do not need to carry everything alone. The world below continues in motion, but here, in the quiet of the watchtower, you are safe. You are still. You are enough. Notice the wind again, soft and deliberate. It brushes across your skin, cool but comforting, as though the past itself is exhaling with you. Each breath becomes an echo of time, centuries of wind, centuries of stone, centuries of human hearts who have rested, watched, and endured. With each inhale, you gather that enduring calm. With each exhale, you release the tension of the day, the rush of worry, the weight of unfinished thoughts. Above, the stars have grown brighter, 1,000 pinpricks of light shining down, unchanging yet patient. You feel them mirror your own presence, quiet, steadfast, radiant in their constancy. Even as you sleep, even as time moves on, this light remains. It reminds you that some things are eternal. Your breath, your capacity to rest, your ability to return to stillness. Have you ever felt memory like this? Not as weight, but as wings? The towers teach you that looking back does not bind you. Observing the past does not tether you to it. Instead, it lifts you, allows you to see the patterns of your life as part of something greater, something enduring, something safe. You close your eyes for a moment. Feel the tower beneath your palms, the wind on your skin, the calm in your chest. The memories you once clutched tightly begin to float gently around you, not lost, not forgotten, but set free to drift into the quiet night. Each one becomes a star in your own internal sky, shimmering softly, lighting your path without demanding attention. And now, slowly, you sit, or perhaps lie down, feeling the curve of the stones beneath you, the history they hold, the centuries they have witnessed.
You realize the towers are not just structures.
They are mirrors reflecting your own endurance, your own capacity for presence, your own ability to release what does not serve you. The night hums with the soft music of stillness. Somewhere below, the wall winds through shadowed valleys. Somewhere above, stars flicker like gentle pulses of time. And in the center of it all, you exist, not rushing, not striving, not holding, but simply being. Stone by stone, breath by breath, memory by memory, you surrender. You are no longer weighed by the day, the week, or the century. You are light. You are present. You are held. And as you rest there, atop the watchtower of memory, a soft whisper travels through the night air, carrying the wisdom of centuries. Observe. Remember, release, and know that you are safe always. The wind softens further, brushing your hair and cheeks like a lullaby. Your chest rises and falls with effortless rhythm. The towers below continue their watch, and you, perched at the highest point of reflection, finally feel yourself ready to drift. Ready to carry the lessons of memory not as burdens, but as gentle guides into dreams. And so you close your eyes fully, allowing the watchtowers, the stars, the wall itself, and your own breath to cradle you. You feel the slow pulse of the night, the calm hum of endurance, the silent promise of continuity. Tonight, you are both observer and observed. You are both memory and dreamer. And in that quiet balance, sleep finds you stone by stone, breath by breath, peace at last. Tonight, you will wander where the mountains rise like gentle waves, and the mist moves between them like a soft, silvery tide. The wall stretches along the ridges, its stones softened by the haze, appearing more like
a ribbon of memory than a structure of stone. The mist is alive but quiet.
it curls around your ankles as you walk, brushing your skin with cool tenderness. Each step feels slower, more deliberate, as if the fog itself encourages you to move without haste. You inhale and taste the clean mountain air, tinged faintly with pine and earth, and exhale any remnants of the day that cling too tightly. Look around. The mountains, once imposing, now appear softened by the fog. Their peaks blur into the sky, their valleys hidden in gentle shadow. The wall winds through them, a steady line of history emerging and disappearing as the mist shifts. You notice how the world changes when seen through the fog. Edges blur, colors fade, sounds become muffled, and yet everything feels more intimate, more tender. Have you ever felt the quiet hush that comes with mist? It is as though the world itself exhales, slowing time, inviting you to do the same. Each breath becomes a mirror of the mountain's rhythm. Inhale, soft, wide, open. Exhale, release, settle, melt into the curve of the land. The mist hides secrets, and yet it is not frightening. Instead, it is protective, like a soft blanket laid over the hills, shielding the world from sharpness and chaos. You begin to notice subtle details. A pine branch bowing under dew, the whisper of leaves brushing against each other, the faint shimmer of stone in the fog. All these small movements are part of a gentle choreography that the mountains perform for those who are willing to watch. As you continue along the wall, you feel yourself merging with the landscape. Your thoughts become softer, less defined. The day's worries, your restless planning, the quiet anxieties, they all dissolve into the mist. You are part of the mountains now, drifting gently, carried along by fog and stone, by history and breath. The wall beneath your hand feels different in the mist. It is no longer a boundary or a barrier. It is a guide, a gentle presence, holding your hand as you move through the soft unknown. The stones hum faintly with centuries of endurance, echoing the rhythm of your breath. You pause at a bend in the wall where the mist thickens. It curls around the stones, spilling over the mountainsides like liquid silver. Leaning against the wall, you notice how the fog distorts distance. Peaks that once seemed far now feel near. Valleys that seemed vast now feel intimate. And in this shifting perspective, your mind learns the same lesson. Distance is gentle when observed with patience, and the unknown is not something to fear, but to explore with curiosity. Breathe slowly. Inhale the coolness of the mist. Exhale, and let it carry away tension. Again, Inhale, inhale, wide and full. Exhale, soft and steady. The mountains teach you to match their rhythm, to flow with the fog, to move lightly across time and space. The sun, though hidden behind layers of cloud and fog, leaves a faint glow in the eastern sky. You do not need to see it fully to know it is there. Likewise, you do not need to hold every thought or plan to know it exists. Some things can remain unseen and still provide warmth, guidance, and reassurance. Step forward. The wall winds higher, now following the contours of mist-shrouded peaks. You feel lighter with each movement, as though the fog has lifted a layer of weight you didn't even know you carried. Your breath flows easily. Your body relaxes further. Your mind softens, and the mountains watch you quietly, patiently, as they have watched countless travelers before you. You are safe here. You are part of the landscape, cradled by stone, mist, and air. The wall becomes a ribbon of silver in the fog, leading you onward, upward, inward. Each step is a gentle reminder. Presence matters more than speed, observation matters more than judgment, and surrender matters more than control. As you continue along the winding wall, the mist thickens, curling around the stones and rolling through the valleys like a slow silver tide. Every step you take feels cushioned, as though the mountains themselves are guiding you, holding your weight with patience and care. The world feels hushed, distant, softened into a dreamlike quiet. Look down into the valleys hidden beneath the fog. Shapes shift and blur, trees becoming shadows, rivers mere whispers of light. You realize how much of life exists just beyond perception, quietly moving and unfolding while you focus on what is near. The mountains, shrouded in mist, teach you to trust what cannot always be seen, to feel its presence without demanding clarity. Have you noticed how fog can transform the familiar into something magical? A stone that seemed ordinary becomes a guardian. A ridge that once felt steep and intimidating now glides into your view with grace. Your mind follows the same lesson. The challenges and burdens you carry can feel lighter when seen through the softening lens of acceptance. The wall beneath your hand hums faintly, warmed by centuries of sun and shadow. It is no longer a barrier, but a gentle companion, guiding you through this suspended world. With each step, you feel the rhythm of stone, mist, and breath align. Inhale, soft, wide, expansive. Exhale, slow, deep, releasing tension. Step by step, you merge with the mountains, the wall, the mist, and the night. The mist brings a faint scent of pine and damp earth. It clings to your skin, cooling yet comforting. Tiny droplets rest on the stones, sparkling faintly in the faint light of hidden stars. Every sensation reminds you of presence, your senses alive, your body attentive, your mind at ease. You pause at a bend where the wall curves sharply, disappearing into fog that seems almost luminous. Leaning against the stones, you notice the subtle movements, a branch swaying, a bird calling softly from afar, the faint shimmer of mist drifting over a distant peak. The world is alive yet quiet, and you, quiet within it, are part of the same rhythm. Imagine walking with all your memories beside you, each one softening in the mist. The regrets, the what-ifs, the hurried thoughts, they begin to blur, becoming lighter, less defined. They are not erased. They are simply seen without urgency, acknowledged and left to drift like clouds in the night sky. You breathe in and feel relief. You exhale and feel release. The wall rises higher now, following peaks that seem to touch the sky itself. The mist clings to the stones, swirling gently. Around your hands, softening edges, diffusing light. With every inhale, you gather the calm of the mountains. With every exhale, you release what is not yours to hold. The fog does not judge, the wall does not rush, and the night does not demand. You are free to simply be. Have you ever noticed how mist invites patience? You cannot hurry it. You cannot force it to clear. It moves on its own rhythm. And in this, the mountains teach you the same. Some things unfold in their own time, and all you need to do is remain present. Breathe, observe, release. The distant rivers hidden beneath folds of mist murmur faintly. Their quiet sound is steady, rhythmic, eternal. Your heart finds the same rhythm. Inhale, gather, expand. Exhale, soften, drift. You are learning the language of stillness, the cadence of calm, the poetry of patience. As you reach a high point, where the wall winds sharply along the ridge, you notice the fog thinning slightly, revealing peaks touched by moonlight. The silver light spills over stones, illuminating textures you had not seen before. You realize that clarity often arrives gradually, in glimpses, and that you need not see everything at once. You need only notice, breathe, and trust the process. And so standing here, you begin to surrender more deeply. The mist no longer feels like a veil, but like a gentle cradle, wrapping you in softness, carrying you forward along the wall and into the night. Stone by stone, breath by breath, mist by mist, you move gently, effortlessly, in harmony with the mountains, the wall, and yourself. The mist rises softly around you, wrapping the mountains in gentle, silvery folds. Each step along the wall feels lighter, as if the fog itself is carrying you, guiding you forward without urgency, without weight. You notice how the world has softened. Peaks and valleys blur into one another, the horizon melts into the night, and every sound is muted, calm, distant. You pause at a stone ledge, tracing its cool surface with your hand. The wall beneath your fingers hums with centuries of presence, each stone holding stories of those who walked here long before you. Soldiers, travelers, merchants, children. They have all passed along this path, leaving echoes that blend into the mist. You are part of this same continuum, a quiet observer of history and nature alike. Take a deep breath. Feel the cool mist on your face, the soft press of air against your skin. Exhale slowly, letting the tension of today drift away, carried off by the fog. Inhale again, draw in the serenity of the mountains. Exhale, release everything you do not need to carry. The mist moves like liquid silver over the stones, sometimes swirling in playful eddies, sometimes lying still like satin over the ridges. It teaches patience, reminding you that not all movement needs force, not all clarity comes instantly. Some things unfold slowly, gently, in their own time. And you too can move with that rhythm, allowing your thoughts and memories to float softly rather than clinging or pushing. The wall curves before you, sometimes hidden entirely, sometimes emerging suddenly from the fog. Each turn is a reminder of the unknown that lies ahead, not threatening, not urgent, but inviting. It is the unknown of sleep, the gentle descent into dreams, the unseen path that carries you into restoration. You realize you are ready to follow it, step by step, stone by stone, breath by breath. The night hums quietly, a melody of mist, stone, and distant stars. Somewhere below, valleys fold into shadow. Somewhere above, moonlight glimmers faintly. On the highest peaks, you are suspended between these layers, floating in a place that is neither entirely night nor fully day, neither awake nor completely asleep. And in this in-between you find stillness. Your memories drift softly around. You're now carried by the mist. The regrets that once weighed heavily, the fears that tugged at your mind, the rushing thoughts that made the day relentless, they begin to dissolve into the fog, scattering like dew in the moonlight. You notice how light you feel when you release. Then, how gently your chest rises and falls without resistance. Have you ever noticed how mountains and mist can teach surrender? You cannot force the fog to clear. You cannot demand the wall to show its end. Yet both continue, patiently, steadily, inviting you to match their pace. And so you do, you breathe, you release, you trust. The stones beneath you are solid, comforting, warm from centuries of sun and shadow. They remind you that even as the mist blurs the world, some things remain steadfast. Your own strength, your own presence, your own breath. These, too, endure. They are the constants you can always return to, the foundation beneath your wandering mind. As you stand or sit upon the wall, enveloped in mist, you feel the quiet pull of sleep. Not a sharp fall, not a sudden surrender, but a gentle drifting, like the slow descent of fog through the valleys below. Your eyelids grow heavy. Your breath deepens, steady and rhythmic. Your body relaxes, yielding to gravity, to the night, to the timeless calm around you, stone by stone, breath by breath, mist by mist. You allow yourself to float with the wall, to flow with the mountains, to rest within the soft embrace of night. And as the mist curls higher, wrapping both wall and mountains in quiet silver, you realize the final lesson of this journey. Surrender is not weakness. Releasing is not loss. It is the deepest form of presence, the tender acknowledgement that you are part of something larger, something enduring, something endlessly patient. The wall winds into the distance, hidden now entirely in fog. You feel yourself merge with it, become part of the landscape, part of the night, part of the rhythm of breath and stone. And with that sleep comes quietly, gently, as inevitable as the rising mist. Stone by stone, breath by breath, peace at last. Tonight, you will walk along the wall where small lanterns sway softly in the night breeze. Their light is warm, golden and inviting, spilling gently over the stones and mist. Each lantern glimmers like a heartbeat of the past, illuminating the path while leaving shadows behind, soft and protective. You step carefully along the wall, feeling the stones beneath your feet, cool yet steady. The lanterns flicker with gentle rhythm, reminding you that light is never constant, yet it is always present. Shadows dance alongside it, soft shapes that move like thoughts in the mind, fleeting, gentle, quiet. Take a deep breath. Feel the air. Fill your lungs, cool with mountain mist and fragrant with pine. Exhale slowly, letting the tension of the day melt away. The lantern's light touches your hands as you pass, and for a moment, it feels as though they are guiding you, whispering soft truths you've always known but rarely noticed. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to walk through your own thoughts as if they were a path illuminated by gentle lanterns? Each one a memory, a lesson, a small insight. Some glow brightly, clear and comforting. Others flicker softly, hinting at forgotten joys, quiet regrets, or moments you never fully appreciated. And yet all of them are part of your journey, part of your inner landscape, part of the path that brought you here. You pause by the first lantern. Its glow warms your face. You notice a small inscription carved into the stone beneath it, almost
Invisible in the dark, observe, breathe, remember. You smile softly.
The words feel like a soft lullaby, a gentle guide to navigate the night. The wall curves ahead, lanterns spaced at intervals, casting pools of light surrounded by shadow. Step by step, you move through them. With each lantern, allow a thought, a memory, a quiet feeling to rise into view. Observe it without judgment. Let it be illuminated briefly, then let it drift into shadow, resting there peacefully. Your breath becomes part of the rhythm. Inhale, draw in light, warmth, understanding. Exhale, release tension, doubt, worry. With each step, you feel more attuned to the subtle guidance of the lanterns, their glow reflecting the soft illumination within yourself. The mist swirls around the lanterns, softening their edges, blending light and shadow together. It reminds you that clarity does not always need sharp lines. Some truths are best seen softly, understood gently, and felt more than analyzed. Allow your mind to drift in the soft glow, noticing thoughts and feelings without needing to hold them. A lantern flickers ahead, slightly brighter than the rest. Its light touches your chest, warming your heart. Perhaps it reminds you of someone you love, a moment of courage, or a kindness you offered quietly and forgot. Feel the gentle glow
Of gratitude rising within you. Let it expand softly, filling the spaces the mist has left open. You walk a little farther.
Another lantern swings lightly in the breeze, casting shifting shadows that move like waves. Perhaps these shadows are the questions you have carried, the things you cannot answer, the choices you cannot control. Notice them. And then notice how the light does not vanish. It simply softens the shadows, allowing them to exist without fear, without urgency, without judgment. Take another slow breath. Inhale the calm of the lantern-lit path. Exhale, releasing what does not serve you tonight. Step forward into the next pool of light, letting each lantern guide you through the quiet corridors of your mind, showing you that reflection can be both tender and illuminating. The wall stretches forward, a gentle ribbon of stone bathed in golden lantern glow. The mist curls softly around the bases of the towers, blending with the light, creating a dreamlike space where the past and present, shadow and illumination, memory and presence all coexist. And as you continue walking, you realize the lanterns do not only light the path, they mirror your own inner light. The calm wisdom you carry, the quiet patience you've learned, the soft endurance of your heart, all are reflected here, shining gently in the night, stone by stone, lantern by lantern, breath by breath. You begin to understand reflection is not a task, not a burden. It is a gentle companion, a quiet guide, a path to the serenity that has been waiting for you all along. As you move along the wall, the lanterns seem to grow brighter, their warm glow spilling over stones and mist, casting soft, comforting pools of light. You feel the quiet invitation of each lantern. Pause, observe, reflect, step closer to one. Notice its gentle sway in the breeze, the way its flame leans and bends, yet never falters. How similar this is to your own mind. Thoughts may flicker and move, emotions may rise and fall, yet your inner flame, your awareness, your presence remains steady beneath it all. Take a slow breath. Inhale the lantern light, soft and golden. Exhale slowly, imagining your worries dissolving into the mist. Each step forward is a meditation, each lantern a gentle reflection of your own heart. Some lights reveal tender memories you've tucked away, some illuminate quiet lessons learned, and some reveal the faint outlines of hopes you've carried silently. Notice how the lanterns illuminate shadows without banishing them. They do not erase the dark corners, they simply let light coexist with shadow. Perhaps this is the wisdom they offer. Not every memory needs to be corrected, not every regret needs to be resolved. Some things are meant to coexist with the light, softly, peacefully, without disturbance. Have you ever walked through your own reflections this way, step by step, lantern by lantern, seeing what arises without judgment, allowing your mind to float gently in the glow? Let yourself experience
that now. Let each breath guide you deeper into calm. Inhale, soft, wide, open.
Exhale, release, soften, surrender. You pause at a lantern that glimmers brighter than the rest. Its light touches a memory you had almost forgotten. A quiet act of kindness, a smile shared, a moment of courage. You feel a warm pulse of gratitude in your chest. The mist swirls around it, softening the edges, and for the first time tonight, you see it clearly. Even small moments of light have shaped the path you walk now. Step forward again and notice another lantern ahead, its flame flickering gently. Perhaps it illuminates a thought you've been hesitant to face, a fear, a longing, or a question. And yet the light is not harsh. It does not demand a response. It simply shines, offering clarity without pressure. You feel yourself relax in its glow, acknowledging what arises, letting it rest, then releasing it into the mist. The wall beneath your hands feels solid, reassuring. Each stone carries the weight of centuries, yet supports you effortlessly. It reminds you that your reflections too are held. Your memories, your insights, your quiet revelations, they are safe here, cradled in the gentle light of understanding. Breathe slowly. Feel the rhythm of the lanterns, their light pulsing softly with your own heartbeat. Inhale. Draw in warmth, presence, awareness. Exhale. Let go of tension, self-judgment, worry. Step by step, the path becomes a meditation, the lanterns become companions, and your mind becomes soft, quiet, and attentive. The mist curls around the lanterns, blending light and shadow into a seamless, dreamlike space. You notice how soft this balance is, how the wall, the lanterns, and the fog work together to create a world that invites calm, reflection, and presence. You feel the same balance within yourself. Moments of clarity, moments of doubt, all coexisting peacefully, all part of the gentle flow of the night. As you continue walking, the lanterns guide you upward, each step a little lighter, each breath
a little deeper. The path of reflection does not rush, it does not demand.
It simply invites you to observe, to notice, to rest in the glow of understanding. And as the night deepens, you begin to feel the soft pull of sleep. Not sudden, not harsh, but inevitable. The lanterns do not fade, their light moves with you, comforting, gentle, steady. You feel your eyelids growing heavier, your breath slowing, your body softening. Stone by stone, lantern by lantern, breath by breath. You begin to surrender fully to the night, knowing that the reflections you have encountered will rest safely in the soft glow, waiting patiently for tomorrow or for dreams, whichever comes first. The lanterns stretch ahead, golden lights dancing gently through the mist. Each one seems to hum softly, echoing the rhythm of your breath. You feel yourself moving more slowly now, every step cushioned by the soft glow, every exhale carrying away the remnants of the day. You pause beside a lantern, leaning gently on the wall. Its flame flickers in the breeze, steady yet flexible, like the quiet resilience within yourself. Thoughts arise, perhaps memories of joy, moments of doubt, small victories, or gentle regrets. Notice them without judgment. The lantern's light touches each one, softening its edges, blending it into the calm of the night. Take a deep, long breath. Feel it move through your body, carrying warmth and serenity to every limb. Exhale slowly, imagining the mist itself absorbing any lingering tension, any anxious thought. The lanterns do not demand action. They do not urge resolution. They simply illuminate, showing you that reflection is gentle, patient, and kind. The wall curves gracefully ahead, lanterns spaced like steady heartbeats. Step by step, your mind mirrors the path. Each lantern illuminates a thought, a feeling, a memory. Some glow brightly, others dim and flickering, yet all are part of the same rhythm, the rhythm of awareness, acceptance, and inner calm. Have you ever noticed how quiet light can be so powerful? It does not force, it does not push. It simply exists, and in its presence, you feel safe, seen, and steady. The lanterns offer that same quiet guidance, reminding you that even in darkness, gentle illumination exists, waiting for your attention, waiting to soothe. The mist curls around the lanterns, softening their glow and blending shadows into gentle
waves of silver and gold. You feel the subtle invitation of this space to breathe, to release, to notice without urgency.
You realize that the lanterns reflect your own inner light, the quiet strength you carry, the soft patience you nurture, the calm awareness you hold even when the world rushes around you. You continue walking, the path winding gently along the wall, the lanterns marking each step. With every lantern, you feel yourself more present, more grounded, more aware of the subtle movements of your mind and body. Inhale, gather warmth and clarity. Exhale, release tension and worry. Step by step, breath by breath, lantern by lantern, you merge with the calm of the night. The mist begins to thin slightly, revealing distant peaks faintly illuminated by the moon. The wall stretches endlessly ahead, yet you feel no urgency to
reach the end. The journey itself, the soft presence of light and stone, the rhythm of your breath, all of this is enough.
You are exactly where you need to be. As you walk, a lantern flickers more brightly than the rest, its glow spilling over the stones beneath your hands. You feel a gentle warmth in your chest, a quiet acknowledgement of all the moments, small and large, that have guided you here. Let this warmth settle in your heart. Let it remind you that reflection is not work. It is a gentle companion. It is a lantern that shines steadily, even when shadows surround it. Your steps grow slower, your breath deepens. Your body softens further, merging with the quiet rhythm of night, mist, and stone. The lanterns continue to glow, patient, gentle, unwavering, as if watching over you as you drift toward rest, stone by stone. Lantern by lantern, breath by breath, you feel a deep surrender, a soft release, a quiet peace settling into every part of you. The wall winds onward, the mist wraps around it, and the lanterns shine steadily through the night. You are no longer rushing, no longer holding. You are simply present, softly illuminated by light, guided by reflection, and cradled by the timeless calm of the mountains. And as your eyelids grow heavier, as your breath slows into steady rhythm, you realize the lanterns do not fade. They live within you, their gentle glow accompanying you into dreams, illuminating the path of rest, insight, and serenity. Stone by stone, lantern by lantern, breath by breath. Peace at last. Tonight, you will follow the wall to a place where a quiet river winds through the mountains. Its surface shimmers softly under the moonlight, reflecting the mist and the stones and carrying the faintest whispers of the past along its gentle current. You walk slowly, stones warm beneath your hands, listening to the soft murmur of water, moving over rocks. Each ripple carries a story, a memory, a sigh from centuries past. It is not urgent, it does not demand attention, it simply flows patiently, endlessly, like the rhythm of your own breath. Take a deep, full breath. Inhale the cool, earthy scent of water and moss. Exhale slowly, imagining the river carrying away any tension or worry. Step lightly along the wall, noticing the delicate sway of reeds at the river's edge, the faint rustle of leaves in the breeze, the soft chorus of distant nocturnal birds. Every sound blends into a gentle symphony of calm. Have you ever noticed how a river can mirror your thoughts? It curves and bends, sometimes rushing, sometimes slowing, yet always moving forward. Your mind is like this river. Ideas ripple, emotions drift, memories shimmer, and yet there is a steady current of presence beneath it all. You feel yourself merging with this flow, carried softly along by the music of water and stone. The wall beside the river is steadfast, solid, a reminder that even as the currents shift and swirl, there is support beneath your feet. Stones weathered by centuries hum with quiet patience. You run your fingers along their surfaces, feeling the faint grooves of time, sensing the stories that have passed through these walls, much like the river carries whispers of the past. You pause at a bend where the river widens, reflecting the moonlight in long silver streaks.
Leaning against the wall, you notice how the river does not hurry. It does not force itself past obstacles. It flows around them, over them, under them, always moving yet always patient. Perhaps it is teaching you the same lesson. Let thoughts
flow without resistance. Let feelings drift without clinging. Let memories rise and fall without judgment. Breathe deeply. Inhale. Draw in the calm of flowing water. Exhale. Release tension, doubt, and any urge to control. The river does not rush, and neither must you. Step by step, breath by breath, you merge with the steady, quiet current of life. The mist from the mountains drifts lightly over the river, softening the edges of rocks and trees, blending water and air into a seamless silver world. You notice subtle details, a fish gliding silently beneath the surface, a leaf carried gently by the current, the glint of a stone catching moonlight. Each detail is small, yet each is a note in the river's song, and each is an invitation to presence. Imagine the whispers of the river, faint echoes of moments long past, of lives that have come and gone along this path, of laughter, sorrow, hope, and resilience. They reach your ears softly, as if to remind you that time flows endlessly, but each instant is tender, precious, and held safely within the river's gentle current. Step closer to the edge. Feel the cool air brushing your skin. Listen to the water, steady and rhythmic. Each ripple mirrors the slow, steady rise and fall of your own chest. Inhale, flow with the river. Exhale, release with the river. Your body softens, your mind quiets, you become part of the rhythm, part of the whispers, part of the calm. And as you move forward along the wall beside the river, you notice that the water reflects not only the moon and mist, but also your own presence, gentle and luminous. The river carries not only whispers of the past, but also the quiet promise of renewal, of release, of peace. Stone by stone, ripple by ripple, breath by breath. The river guides you into a space of serenity, where flow and stillness coexist, where memory and presence dance together softly, where the night itself seems to breathe with you. As you follow the wall, the river widens and deepens, its surface smooth and mirror-like. The whispers of water grow softer now, not rushing, only moving with patient grace. You feel the rhythm of the river syncing with your own heartbeat. Slow, steady, calm, step lightly along the stones, noticing how the water curves around every bend with ease. Perhaps your thoughts feel like this river. Some swirling quickly, some lingering in pools, yet all carried gently along, eventually settling into the broader flow of calm. You pause beside a lantern that hangs low over the riverbank. Its golden light reflects on the water, shimmering and splitting into countless small fragments. Each reflection feels like a memory, a fragment of your inner landscape. Look at them softly without judgment. Notice them, appreciate them, and then allow them to drift with the current, leaving your mind spacious and free. Take a deep, slow breath. Inhale. The cool, damp air of the river fills your lungs, carrying with it a sense of renewal. Exhale. Release tension, restless thoughts, or lingering worries. Imagine them carried away by the gentle current, flowing beyond the bend, dissolving into the night. Have you ever felt how water teaches surrender? It moves effortlessly around obstacles, bending yet unbroken, flowing yet patient. The river whispers its wisdom to you. Let go. Trust. Move gently. Your life, like the water, finds its path naturally when not forced. You notice subtle details now, a dragonfly skimming the surface, leaves drifting slowly downstream, tiny ripples spreading outward. From where the water meets a stone, each movement is deliberate, quiet, perfect in its own rhythm. You feel a sense of connection, a soft belonging, as though the river itself recognizes you as part of its endless journey. Lean lightly on the wall, feel the solid stones beneath your fingertips, grounding you even as the river flows freely beside you. The contrast of stone and water mirrors your own inner balance, stability and flexibility, presence and flow, thought and release. Both coexist quietly, harmoniously. Step forward again, letting your awareness drift with the river. Memories may arise, some tender, some bittersweet, some long forgotten. Observe them gently, do not hold them tightly, and do not push them away. The river carries them for you, softly and safely. They become whispers, not burdens, echoing the lessons of patience, understanding, and acceptance. The mist rises again from the mountains, blending with the river's surface. The water reflects moonlight, stone, and fog, creating a world where boundaries are soft, where clarity and mystery coexist. You feel this softness in your chest, in your breath, in your mind. Every inhale draws in calm, every exhale releases tension. The lanterns sway above, their golden glow flickering on the surface of the river. Step by step, lantern by lantern, the wall guides you forward. Each pool of light is a gentle reminder that you are observed, supported, and guided, even in silence. The river moves onward, and you move with it, flowing without resistance, surrendering without fear. Take another breath. Inhale, peace, presence, clarity. Exhale, release, drift, soften. Let your body mirror the flow of the river, steady yet flexible, calm yet alive. You are part of this rhythm. You are part of the night. You are part of the whispering water. And as you walk along the riverbank, you begin to feel a deep sense of quiet surrender. The current carries not only the echoes of the past, but also the soft promise of rest, renewal, and serenity. You do not need to hold anything tightly. You do not need to rush. You only need to flow, stone by stone, ripple by ripple, breath by breath. The river and wall guide you onward, deeper into the calm of night, deeper into the rhythm of your own breath, deeper into the gentle surrender of presence. The river flows gently beside you, silver and quiet, carrying the whispers
of night and memory. Each ripple reflects the lanterns above, blending light with shadow in a dance that is tender, soothing, and endless. You feel yourself moving with it, step by step, breath by breath, merging with the rhythm of water and earth.
Stone, pause for a moment. Place your hand lightly on the wall. Feel its solid presence beneath your fingers, grounding you even as the river moves freely beside you. Notice how the current does not rush, yet it never stops. It moves with patience, with grace, with quiet, assurance. You are learning the same rhythm: patience, flow, surrender. Take a slow, deep breath. Inhale the cool, misty air of the river. Exhale, releasing tension, restless thoughts, and any burdens that have lingered too long. The water carries them away effortlessly, teaching you that letting go is not loss, but gentle release. The lanterns above sway softly, casting their golden glow over stones, water, and mist. Each light seems to pulse in harmony with your own heartbeat, steady and calm. Some illuminate memories you hold close, some touch the quiet edges of dreams not yet realized. Let each flicker wash over you, softening what is rigid, soothing what is restless, illuminating what is tender. Notice the way the river curves around rocks and bends, sometimes narrowing, sometimes widening, always moving, always gentle. It does not fight its path. It does not resist. And neither must you. Allow your thoughts to drift freely. Allow your emotions to flow without clinging. Let the river carry them, and feel yourself lighten with each step, each breath, each gentle sway of water and lantern light. The mist rises higher now, wrapping the river and wall in a tender, silver embrace. The sounds of water, soft and rhythmic, mingle with the whisper of night winds through the trees. You feel your body soften completely, as though you are being cradled by the river, the mist, and the mountains themselves. A lantern flickers brighter than the rest, its light spilling across the water. You feel a warmth in your chest, a quiet pulse of gratitude and understanding. Perhaps it reminds you of a kind thought, a gentle word spoken, a moment of courage you almost forgot. Let this warmth settle inside you. Let it expand softly, filling, the spaces of your chest, your mind, your heart, with calm and serenity. Step forward along the wall. The river mirrors the moonlight and mist, shimmering with quiet reflection. You notice how even as darkness surrounds, the light persists, steady, patient, unwavering. You feel this same light within yourself, soft, enduring, comforting, always present, even when hidden beneath shadows. Your breaths slow further. Inhale, draw. In the peace of flowing water, the calm of mist, the warmth of lantern light. Exhale, release, drift, soften. The river's whispers grow faintly melodic, like a lullaby of night and memory, guiding you deeper into calm and presence. Stone by stone, ripple by ripple, breath by breath, you feel a gentle pull of sleep, not sudden, not harsh, but inevitable and tender. The river carries you, the lanterns guide you, and the wall supports you. You are part of the flow, part of the night, part of the calm that surrounds you. And as your eyelids grow heavy, as your chest rises and falls with steady rhythm, you realize the whispers of the river are always with you. They carry reflection, release, and serenity. You are safe. You are present. You are at peace. Stone by stone, ripple by ripple, breath by breath, peace at last. Tonight, you will wander along the wall to a hidden garden where stars that have been forgotten by the night sky bloom softly among ancient flowers. Their light is faint, tender, and shimmering, as if they have been waiting just for you, holding centuries of quiet wonder and gentle memories. You step into the garden slowly, feeling the cool grass beneath your feet, the soft petals brushing your hands, the subtle hum of night air carrying whispers from forgotten times. Each star, delicate and glowing, seems to pulse with its own rhythm, a heartbeat of the cosmos, a gentle companion to your own breath. Take a deep, slow breath. Inhale the fragrance of night-blooming jasmine and soft moss. Exhale, releasing tension, worry, and all the lingering noise of the day. You are here, present, cradled in the soft glow of stars and petals, wrapped in the serene embrace of night. Have you ever noticed how forgotten things can feel magical when rediscovered? A word from the past, a soft memory, a dream long tucked away. They bloom again quietly, without demand. These stars remind you that every forgotten moment still holds light, and every lost piece of wonder can still shine when you are ready to see it. Step further along the winding path of the garden. The wall curves around, half hidden by moonlit.
Vines, its stones, soft beneath your fingers. Each step brings you closer to the heart of the garden, where the oldest stars hang lower, their light touching the earth and mingling with blooms.
They do not rush. They do not demand. They simply glow, gently guiding you to pause, observe, and feel. The soft rustle of leaves in the breeze blends with the faint hum of the stars. You notice your own breath syncing with the rhythm of the garden. Inhale. Draw in wonder, serenity, and presence. Exhale, release tension, distraction, and hurry. Step by step, breath by breath, you begin to merge with the calm rhythm of this hidden place. You pause beside a star that hangs lower than the rest, its light reflecting in your eyes. It feels familiar, like a long-forgotten memory resurfacing. Perhaps it reminds you of someone you loved, a dream once cherished, a hope quietly held. Let it shine on you softly, letting warmth and light fill the spaces of your mind and heart. The wall beside you is steady, supporting you as you move through the garden. Its stones carry the weight of centuries, yet beneath your fingers they feel gentle, smooth, and familiar. They remind you that even as memories and wonder drift in and out like stars, there is always grounding, always presence, always a path to guide you. Step deeper into the garden. Notice tiny stars nestled among petals, glowing softly against the dark night. Each one is a whisper, a fragment of light, a gentle reminder that nothing truly disappears. It simply waits for you to see it again. Some stars reflect memories you hold close, some reveal gentle lessons learned, and some shine on quiet hopes yet to be realized. Breathe deeply. Inhale the night air filled with fragrant blooms and soft light. Exhale slowly, letting your mind and body soften further. Each step, each star, each breath leads you deeper into calm, reflection, and gentle surrender. Have you ever walked among stars that bloom like flowers, feeling their quiet presence in your hands, at your feet, and in your heart? Here, in this garden, the forgotten stars welcome you. They ask nothing of you but to notice, to breathe, and to let their gentle glow remind you of the beauty that has always existed, even when unseen. And as you wander further along the wall through this celestial garden, you feel the first stirrings of sleep, soft and slow, like the pulse of starlight on your skin, stone by stone, star by star, breath by breath. You move gently, guided by light, memory, and calm. You walk slowly through the garden, each step cushioned by soft grass and the faint glow of stars at your feet. Their light seems to ripple gently across petals and leaves like whispers of forgotten moments brushing against your skin. You notice how the air is calm, almost suspended, carrying the soft fragrance of night blooms and the subtle warmth of starlight. Pause and inhale deeply. Feel the night air filling your lungs, the gentle pulse of life surrounding you, the serenity sinking into your chest. Exhale slowly, letting go of tension, worry, and restlessness. Each breath mirrors the rhythm of the garden, calm, patient, eternal. Have you ever felt the quiet wonder of a forgotten star? It shines softly, unnoticed until now, a small fragment of light that has waited patiently to be seen. These stars, scattered among flowers and vines, like memories tucked away in the corners of your mind. Some bring warmth, some a gentle ache, some a quiet smile. Observe them without judgment, allowing their glow to touch you and then drift softly onward. Step closer to a particularly radiant star, its light reflecting in the petals of a nearby bloom. It seems to hum gently, vibrating with a quiet history, a memory of a time when you felt deeply, fully, and quietly alive. Perhaps it reminds you of a tender moment, a soft victory, or a hope once held. Allow the glow to fill your awareness, warming your heart, softening your chest, and settling into the rhythm of your breath. The wall beside you continues its steady presence, curving gently along the edge of the garden. Its stones, weathered and smooth, feel cool beneath your fingers, grounding you in the moment even as the stars guide you higher into reflection. The contrast between the solid stone and the ethereal light reminds you that you are both present and expansive, grounded and free, rooted yet capable of floating among dreams. As you walk further, more stars reveal themselves, nestled in the grass, perched atop flowers, leaning from vines. Each light carries its own quiet story, moments of courage, kindness, laughter, or gentle sorrow. Take them in slowly, one by one. Breathe in their warmth. Exhale tension, doubt, or the weight of unspoken words. Let them drift gently along with the mist of the night. A breeze moves softly through the garden, carrying petals and stardust alike, swirling around your feet and hands. You feel a gentle reminder that even the smallest motion has grace, even the tiniest memory has meaning, even the faintest light can guide you. Let your body move in harmony with this rhythm, swaying gently with the night, with the glow, with your breath. You pause again, inhaling the scent of jasmine, feeling the glow of a particularly bright star on your face. You notice how the garden embraces both light and shadow, bloom and mist, memory and presence. You too are embraced in this balance, all parts of yourself. Your thoughts, your feelings, your memories are welcomed without judgment, without urgency, without demand. Step forward, letting the stars guide you toward a small clearing where petals form a soft carpet beneath the largest, oldest stars. Their glow is steady, calm, unhurried. You feel yourself drawn into this light, your eyelids growing heavier, your chest rising and falling with the rhythm of night and breath. The wall curves gently around the clearing, stones warm beneath your hands, steady beneath your feet. Lanterns from the previous path flicker faintly in the distance, mingling with starlight to create a seamless glow, a gentle guide into rest. You realize that the stars, the wall, and your own presence are intertwined, soft, enduring, patient, stone by stone, star by star, breath by breath. You notice how quiet the garden has become. The whispers of forgotten stars blend with the hum of the night, a lullaby for your mind and body. You begin to feel a soft pull towards sleep, tender and inevitable, like the slow folding of petals at dusk, like the gentle settling of mist over the mountains. And as your breath deepens, your steps slow and your chest softens. You know the stars will continue to shine, gently guiding you, gently holding you, as you drift further into calm, reflection, and serene surrender. The garden stretches softly before you, a secret place where stars bloom like flowers, their light mingling with the gentle mist and petals beneath your feet. Each star seems to pulse with a quiet rhythm, reflecting the ebb and flow of your own breath, steady, calm, and serene. You pause for a moment, letting the soft glow wash over you. Your fingers brush lightly across the petals of a bloom touched by starlight, and you feel a gentle warmth rise through your chest. Memories long forgotten float up like tiny sparks. A quiet laugh, a soft word, a tender touch. Allow them to drift around you like petals carried by a gentle breeze. They do not demand your attention. They do not insist on being fixed or changed. They simply are, and you simply notice, softly, calmly, present. Take a deep, slow breath. Inhale the fragrant night air filled with jasmine, moss, and starlight. Exhale slowly, letting go of tension, restlessness, and any lingering worry. You are cradled by the garden, by the wall, by the whispering stars. Each inhale draws warmth and calm into your body. Each exhale releases what does not belong in this quiet night. Have you ever walked among forgotten stars, noticing how even the faintest glimmer can illuminate a whole memory? Here, every star matters, every flicker has a purpose, every light is a gentle guide. Step slowly, letting your eyes wander, letting your heart open to the soft beauty surrounding you. You notice the wall beside you, steady and enduring, curling gently around the heart of the garden. Its stones are cool yet comforting beneath your fingertips, grounding you even as the stars lift your gaze upward. The contrast is soothing. Solid stone beneath your hands, soft luminescence above. You feel held, both in body and mind, supported and illuminated simultaneously. Step further into the garden. Some stars hang low, brushing petals. Others float higher, reaching into the night sky, their light mingling with distant constellations. Each one offers a whisper of serenity, a gentle nudge toward reflection, a soft invitation to release. Let them touch your awareness. Let them illuminate your memories without pressure, revealing the quiet truth that you are safe, seen, and serene. A breeze stirs gently, carrying petals and starlight alike. It moves through the garden, soft and tender, brushing your cheeks and hands, swirling in your hair. You notice how effortless it feels, how natural. Like the night, like the wall, like the stars themselves, the breeze teaches you the same lesson. Surrender is gentle, release is effortless, calm is always near. You pause at the center of the garden where the oldest stars shine the brightest, their light spilling softly over the ground and onto the wall. Take a slow breath and notice how the calm of the garden fills your chest, your mind, your limbs. Your body softens completely. Your thoughts drift like petals in the wind. Your presence expands, warm, luminous, steady. Step by step, star by star, breath by breath. You feel the gentle pull of sleep, tender and inevitable. Your eyelids grow heavy, your chest rises and falls in deep rhythm. Your body melts into the serene embrace of night. The stars, the wall, the flowers, the mist, they all move with you, guiding you gently into rest. Stone by stone, star by star, breath by breath. You realize that this garden, these forgotten stars, will continue to shine within you, their quiet light guiding you, comforting you, illuminating your inner world even as you drift toward dreams. The whispers of the night, the soft hum of stars, and the steady presence of the wall surround you completely, holding you in a tender, dreamlike embrace. And as your breath slows, as your chest rises and falls, with steady calm, you surrender fully to the night, the garden, the stars, and the rhythm of sleep. Stone by stone, star by star, breath by breath, peace at last. Tonight, you will walk along a narrow path where the wall leads you into a forest of soft shadows and gentle echoes. Each step you take is cushioned by moss and fallen leaves, absorbing sound and creating a quiet world of reflection. The echoes around you are not loud or startling. They are subtle, rhythmic, like whispers from the past or soft replies to your own presence. You step carefully, noticing how each footfall is met with the faintest echo, a gentle reminder of your own rhythm, your own breath, your own heartbeat. It is as if the world itself mirrors your movement, guiding you into calm and awareness. Take a slow, deep breath. Inhale the earthy scent of damp soil and pine. Exhale slowly, releasing tension and thought. Notice how each echo seems to follow. Your breath responding softly as you inhale and exhale, creating a dialogue between your presence and the quiet world around you. Have you ever noticed how silence can speak? How a soft echo can feel like a gentle conversation, not with others, but with yourself. This path is filled with such silent conversations. Each echo is a reflection of thought, a memory lightly touched by sound, a gentle invitation to notice, without rushing, to feel without striving. Step further along the path. Notice how the wall guides you gently, a steadfast companion through the dimly lit forest. Its stones hum softly beneath your fingertips, carrying centuries of quiet history, a gentle vibration that resonates with your own inner calm. You feel held, steady, supported as you move along this echoing path. The mist drifts lightly through the trees, softening edges, blending shadow and stone into a seamless world. Shadows curve gracefully around roots, fallen branches, and the mossy path, moving softly as if alive. Your eyes follow the subtle shifts, and you notice how even the dimmest shadow has its own quiet presence, how even the softest echo has meaning. Breathe deeply. Inhale the calm, exhale the tension. Step lightly, sensing the subtle vibrations beneath your feet and the faint hum of echoes around you. The forest does not demand attention, it does not pressure. It simply exists, softly, patiently, as do you. A distant lantern flickers between the trees, its glow subtle and comforting. The light reflects faintly off the wall, mingling with the shadows and echoes. Step closer, noticing how the soft illumination reveals delicate textures. The rough grooves of stones, the gentle sway of branches, the quiet ripples of mist. Each detail is tender, calming, and serene. Have you ever felt echoes carry memory like this? Softly, without urgency, just enough to notice, just enough to feel? Some are faint reminders of days past, soft glimmers of joy, small lessons remembered, whispers of words left unspoken. Let them wash over you, acknowledging each one gently, releasing what does not serve, keeping what brings warmth and calm. Step deeper into the path. Each echo seems to lengthen, stretching like gentle threads of sound across the forest. You notice your own breath syncing with this rhythm. Inhale. Draw in serenity, reflection, awareness. Exhale, release tension, hurry, expectation. Step by step, echo by echo, breath by breath, you move in harmony with the forest, the wall, and the rhythm of your own calm presence. The path curves softly, leading to a small clearing where echoes gather more fully. Your footsteps are absorbed by soft moss and leaves, while the remaining whispers of sound drift around you like a gentle lullaby. You feel a growing sense of surrender, a soft letting go, as though the echoes themselves are guiding you toward rest, reflection, and quiet awareness. Stone by stone, echo by echo, breath by breath. And as you pause for a moment in the clearing, inhaling the rich, earthy air, you feel the first stirrings of sleep. Not sudden, not harsh, but soft, inevitable and serene, like the forest itself breathing with you. You continue along the path, each step cushioned by moss and fallen leaves, softening your movement and grounding your body. The echoes follow you gently, as if the forest itself remembers your every step and breath. Each faint repetition carries no urgency, only a quiet acknowledgement of your presence. Pause for a moment. Place your hand lightly on the wall. Feel its cool, enduring stones beneath your fingers, steady and patient, holding centuries of quiet history. The echoes around you seem to respond to this touch, growing just a little warmer, softer, like a gentle conversation between the past and the present. Take a slow, deep breath. Inhale the earthy fragrance of pine, wet leaves, and moss. Exhale, letting your shoulders drop, your mind soften, your body melt into the quiet rhythm of the forest. Each echo mirrors your breath, rising and falling, reminding you of your own inner steadiness. Have you ever noticed how echoes can reveal hidden spaces within yourself? They are not demanding, they do not judge. They simply reflect back what you carry inside. Listen carefully and you may notice memories long forgotten, thoughts, tender emotions or soft dreams surfacing gently like leaves floating in a still river. Allow them to appear and fade naturally, carried along by the rhythm of the forest and your breath. Step further along the winding path. The wall curves beside you, its stones worn smooth over centuries, guiding your movement as surely as the echoes guide your awareness. You notice subtle details, the way light filters through leaves, the gentle sway of branches, the soft shimmer of mist brushing against the stones. Each sight and sound blends into a calm, immersive rhythm. The lanterns from previous paths flicker faintly in the distance, mingling with the whispers of sound. Their golden glow reflects off the wall and the surrounding foliage, merging with the shadows and echoes. You feel a growing sense of safety and serenity, knowing that every step is supported, every breath is accompanied, every echo is tenderly mirrored. Breathe deeply. Inhale, draw in the calm, the presence, the gentle rhythm of echoes. Exhale, release. Restlessness, worry, or tension, step by step, echo by echo, breath by breath, you begin to merge fully with the forest, the wall, and the steady flow of your own awareness. A soft breeze moves through the trees, carrying the scent of night flowers and damp earth. You notice how it lifts fallen leaves and stirs the mist, creating a delicate dance of shadow, light, and movement. Let your body sway slightly in response, your mind softening, your senses attuning to the quiet, flowing rhythm of nature. Have you ever walked a path where silence itself seems alive? Here, in this echoing forest, the silence carries memory, presence, and gentle reflection. It asks nothing of you but to notice, to breathe, to move with patience and ease. Your footsteps, your breath, your heartbeat all blend with the soft whispers, creating a lullaby of calm. Step deeper into the path. The echoes become subtler now, weaving between shadows and lantern light, guiding your attention inward. You may notice soft recollections, gentle lessons, or tender emotions arising.
Observe them without judgment. Allow them to drift like mist through the trees and feel the weight of unnecessary thoughts lifting from your mind. Stone by stone, echo by echo, breath by breath. And as the path curves gently toward a quiet clearing,
You feel a growing pull of sleep, not sudden, not startling, but tender, inevitable, and serene. The forest, the wall, and the echoes themselves cradle you, supporting you as you drift further into calm, reflection, and gentle surrender. The path narrows softly as you move forward, each step cushioned by moss and fallen leaves. The echoes, that once followed closely, now seem to drift lightly around you, weaving through the branches and stones, wrapping the forest in a gentle, melodic hush. Every sound is tender, patient, a quiet invitation to rest and present. Pause and place your hand gently on the wall. Feel the rough yet comforting texture beneath your fingertips, the solid weight of centuries holding steady even as the shadows dance around you. The echoes soften at your touch, murmuring faintly like old friends recognizing you, welcoming you into stillness. Take a slow, deep breath. Inhale the earthy scent of wet pine and forest mist. Exhale slowly, letting tension and restless thoughts drift away. The path seems to respond to your breath, guiding your body and mind into perfect harmony with the quiet rhythm of night. Step by step, inhale by exhale, you feel your presence becoming lighter, calmer, freer. Have you ever walked a path where every sound feels like a reflection of yourself? Here, the echoes are not warnings or calls, but gentle companions. Each soft repetition mirrors your thoughts, your feelings, your subtle heartbeat. You feel seen, acknowledged, and at ease. Every whisper of sound invites you to release, to let go, to surrender softly into calm. The lanterns flicker faintly along the wall, their golden light mingling with the shadows and echoes. You notice the way the glow softens the edges of trees, stones and mist, creating a seamless world of serenity. Step forward slowly, feeling the rhythm of your steps blend with the rhythm of the forest, the whispers of echoes, the pulse of your own breath. A breeze drifts through the path, lifting fallen leaves and gently stirring the mist. Its touch is soft on your skin, a tender reminder that motion can be effortless, that release can be gentle, that surrender can feel like a caress. Move with the breeze. Breathe with the breeze. Let it carry away tension, leaving your body, mind, and heart light open and calm. You pause at the center of a small clearing where the echoes gather faintly, reflecting the curved wall, the mossy path, and the lantern's gentle glow. Step softly, noticing how the sound surrounds you like
A lullaby.
Your breath slows, your chest rises and falls with ease, and you feel the pull of sleep, tender and inviting, flowing like the echoes themselves through your body. Stone by stone, echo by echo, breath by breath, the forest, the wall, and the path have become one with you. Every whisper of sound, every flicker of light, every textured stone reminds you that you are safe, present, and at peace. The echoes carry your thoughts gently, not away to vanish, but into calm reflection, soft release, and dreamlike serenity. Step forward, letting the wall curve you gently toward the edge of the forest. The echoes fade gradually, blending into silence. The lanterns flicker their last tender glimmers, and the moss underfoot feels smooth, comforting, and warm. You feel your body relax fully, your mind soften completely, your heart calm and steady. Take one final slow breath. Inhale the serenity, the quiet reflection, the gentle embrace of the path. Exhale all remaining tension, all remaining noise, all remaining resistance. You are cradled by the wall, the forest, the echoes, and the rhythm of your own presence. Stone by stone, echo by echo, breath by breath. Peace at last. And as your eyelids grow heavy, as your body sinks softly into calm, as your mind drifts into the quiet rhythm of sleep, you feel the gentle pull forward toward the next stage of your journey, guided by presence, memory, and light. Tonight, you will step onto a bridge bathed in moonlight, spanning a quiet river that reflects the sky like a mirror. The wall guides you to its edge, curving gently around the riverbank, and you pause for a moment to take in the soft silver glow. The night is still. The water below is calm. Every detail is tender, patient, and inviting. You step onto the bridge slowly, feeling the solid planks beneath your feet, warmed by centuries of moonlit nights. The river moves quietly beneath, carrying faint whispers of the world around it, ripples
Of sound, scent, and light. Take a deep, slow breath. Inhale the soft night air, cool and gentle. Exhale releasing tension, hurry, and thought. Have you ever noticed how moonlight changes everything it touches? Shadows soften, colors fade into
Silver, edges blur, even the smallest ripple in the water glimmers like a tiny star. Step lightly, letting the subtle illumination guide your eyes and heart, softening both body and mind. The wall beside you curves along the bridge, sturdy and reliable, a gentle companion through this luminous passage. Place your hand lightly on its smooth surface, feeling the cold stone beneath your fingertips. Notice how solid yet tender it feels, grounding you as the river flows silently beneath. Every breath, every heartbeat, every gentle step merges with the rhythm of the night. A faint breeze stirs the water, creating ripples that dance like whispers across the river's surface. The sound is soft, melodic, almost musical. Let it draw your awareness inward. Inhale the serene rhythm. Exhale, letting the echoes of movement carry away all remaining tension. Each ripple is a gentle reminder that life flows naturally when allowed, that calmness can carry even the deepest currents of thought and memory. You notice tiny reflections in the water, stars mirrored in silver, lanterns faintly glowing from the wall above, shapes of branches and mist blending seamlessly. Each reflection is like a fragment of memory, a moment of quiet insight, a gentle lesson waiting to be recognized. Allow these reflections to touch your mind and heart, softening what is rigid, illuminating what is tender. Step forward slowly, letting your footsteps create faint echoes that blend with the soft rhythm of the river. Notice how the bridge supports each step, each breath, each pulse of your own presence. The wall, the water, the moonlight, they guide you effortlessly, gently, without demand. You are held, you are safe, you are present. Have you ever walked a bridge where time seems to pause, where every sound is a whisper, and every shimmer of light invites stillness? Here, on this silent bridge, the night itself bends to your pace, the river mirrors your calm, and the moonlight illuminates your inner world. Step by step, breath by breath, you merge with the gentle rhythm of night. The mist rises from the riverbank, curling softly around the bridge and the wall. The air is cool and delicate, scented faintly with wet stone and night flowers. Inhale, letting the cool serenity fill your lung. Exhale, letting the mist carry away all remaining thoughts, all lingering tension, all subtle worry. You feel lighter, calmer, freer, as though each step across the bridge releases a fraction of the weight you have carried, stone by stone, ripple by ripple, breath by breath. And as you continue across the bridge, the moonlight glows brighter, reflecting softly in your eyes, warming your chest with gentle radiance. You feel a pull of serenity deep within, a tender invitation to let go fully, to surrender, completely, to float gently towards sleep. You continue across the bridge, each step cushioned by the worn planks beneath your feet. The wall curves gently beside you, a steadfast companion through this luminous passage. Beneath, the river flows silently, reflecting the moonlight and the stars above. Each ripple glimmers like a tender whisper, a soft melody that blends with the rhythm of your breath. Pause for a moment. Place your hand lightly on the wall. Feel the cold, smooth stone beneath your fingertips, solid yet comforting, ancient yet present. Every heartbeat you carry resonates softly against the stone, as if the bridge itself acknowledges your presence, holding you gently, safely, tenderly. Take a deep, slow breath. Inhale the cool, serene air of the river, scented faintly with night. Flowers and damp earth. Exhale, releasing tension, hurried thoughts, and subtle worries. Notice how the moonlight softens your vision, how the reflections on the water invite your awareness inward, guiding you gently toward calm and presence. Have you ever noticed how water can mirror more than light? How it can mirror your own stillness? Each ripple is a soft reflection of breath, of thought, of quiet awareness. Step lightly, feeling each footfall blend seamlessly with the rhythm of the river below, the flicker of moonlight above, the steady presence of the wall beside you. Gentle breeze stirs the river's surface, sending tiny ripples cascading outward. Their movement is hypnotic, steady, tender. Inhale deeply, drawing in the serene energy of the night. Exhale slowly, letting the breeze carry away lingering tension. Each ripple, each breath, each heartbeat merges into one harmonious rhythm, guiding you softly deeper into calm and presence. You notice small reflections in the water. The curve of the wall, the sway of mist, the shimmer of distant stars. Each reflection is a reminder of the beauty in subtlety, the serenity in quiet moments, the gentle wonder in things often overlooked. Allow yourself to notice them fully, letting each reflection touch your mind and heart like a soft caress. Step forward slowly, feeling the bridge beneath your feet and the wall beneath your hand. The river hums faintly beneath you, as if acknowledging each movement. The moonlight glows gently along the surface, illuminating patterns in the planks and stones, revealing textures that comfort the mind and soothe the body. You are held in this luminous, reflective embrace. Have you ever walked a bridge where silence itself seems alive, where every sound carries a soft rhythm, every shimmer of light a tender story? Here, the moonlight, the river, and the wall guide you with effortless grace. Step by step, breath by breath, you align with the serene flow of night, surrendering quietly, willingly, gently. The mist curls softly around the bridge now, mingling with moonlight and shadow. The air feels delicate, cool, and fragrant, carrying whispers of the river, faint notes of night flowers, and the soft pulse of the wall beneath your hand. Inhale, filling yourself with the calm of night. Exhale, releasing the remnants of thought, worry, or fatigue. Each breath draws you deeper into stillness, each step closer to surrender. Stone by stone, ripple by ripple, breath by breath. And as you approach the midpoint of the bridge, a subtle warmth spreads through your chest, a gentle glow that mirrors the moonlight above and the reflections below. It is the warmth of presence, the calm of reflection, the serenity of surrender. You feel your body soften completely, your mind slow, your heart steady. Sleep begins to stir tenderly, gently, inevitably. The bridge stretches gently ahead, bathed in soft silver moonlight. Each step you take is slow, deliberate, and cushioned, as if the planks beneath your feet absorb both your weight and your thoughts, leaving your mind lighter with every movement. The wall curves alongside, steady, enduring, its stones smooth, beneath your fingertips guiding you with quiet patience. Pause for a moment. Let your hand rest lightly on the wall. Feel its solid presence, cool yet comforting, beneath your skin. The river below flows silently, reflecting the moon above, carrying whispers of the night in gentle ripples. Every heartbeat you feel echoes softly against the stone, harmonizing with the rhythm of water, moonlight, and your own steady breath. take a slow, deep breath. Inhale the serene night air, scented faintly with water, stone, and night flowers. Exhale, letting go of tension, lingering thoughts, and subtle restlessness. Each breath merges seamlessly with the quiet rhythm of the river, the glow of moonlight, and the gentle support of the wall. You feel held, safe, and fully present. Have you ever walked a bridge where silence feels alive, where every faint ripple in the water mirrors your own stillness? Each shimmer of moonlight, each tender echo of movement, each gentle sway of mist invites you to release, to surrender, to rest softly within the present moment. Step by step, breath by breath, you align effortlessly with this serene rhythm. You notice the reflections in the water beneath the bridge, the moon glowing softly, distant stars flickering, the curve of the wall, and the faint shimmer of mist. Each reflection carries a gentle message of calm, of patience, of the quiet beauty in observing without striving. Allow yourself to drink in these reflections, letting each one illuminate your inner world, softening tension, easing worry, and inviting presence. A gentle breeze lifts faint ripples across the river's surface, carrying the faint scent of night blooms and cool water. You feel the breeze against your skin, a tender reminder that surrender can be effortless, that release can be gentle, that calm can be as natural as the flow of the river beneath you. Move with it, breathe with it, let it guide you deeper into serenity. Step slowly, feeling the bridge support every movement, the wall steady each breath, the river and moonlight reflecting calm back into your being. Notice how your footsteps blend with the soft rhythm of the night, how your heartbeat resonates with the gentle pull of moonlight, how your presence merges seamlessly with the stillness around you. Have you ever felt time stretch and soften as
If each second holds infinite space for reflection, for calm, for surrender?
here, on this silent bridge, the night itself becomes a companion. The river mirrors your inner rhythm, and the moonlight illuminates both your path and your heart. Each step is gentle, each breath soothing, each moment an invitation to drift closer to restful sleep. You reach the far side of the bridge, where the wall curves gently toward a quiet path lined with soft stones and glowing lanterns. The echoes of the river, the whispers of the breeze, and the shimmer of moonlight gradually fade into a tender hush, leaving only serenity, calm, and gentle presence. Stone by stone, ripple by ripple, breath by breath, take one final deep inhale. Feel the calm of the bridge, the warmth of moonlight, the gentle support of the wall, and the flowing serenity of the river settle within your chest. Exhale slowly, letting every last trace of tension, worry, or thought drift away. You are cradled by the night, guided by the light, held by the quiet rhythm of the world around you. Step off the bridge onto the soft path ahead, feeling fully supported, fully calm, fully ready to drift further into dreams. The river, the wall, the bridge, the moonlight, they have guided you safely, tenderly, and completely. Sleep begins to stir naturally, quietly, inevitable, and serene. Stone by stone, ripple by ripple, breath by breath. Peace at last. And as your eyelids grow heavy, as your chest rises and falls in gentle rhythm, you step forward into the next part of your journey, carried by calm, reflection, and the soft pull of rest. Tonight, you will arrive at the sanctuary of dreaming stones, a place where the wall rests in quiet strength, the stars above shimmer softly, and the air carries the delicate fragrance of night blooms. The path beneath your feet is smooth, moss-lined and inviting, guiding you toward rest and reflection. You step forward slowly, each footfall cushioned by the soft ground, each movement accompanied by your own breath. Inhale deeply, feeling the cool, serene night air fill your lungs. Exhale slowly, releasing tension, lingering thoughts, and subtle restlessness. The path itself seems to respond to your presence, welcoming you gently into this sanctuary. Have you ever noticed how certain places feel as though they remember you? The Sanctuary of Dreaming Stones is such a place. Each stone carries a history of quiet moments, gentle reflection, and tender rest. Touch one lightly with your hand and feel the warmth of centuries, the patience of countless nights, the calm of endless stars. Let it ground you, letting your body soften as you lean into its steady presence. Step further into the sanctuary. Notice the subtle shimmer of starlight reflected off the stones, the gentle hum of the night, and the faint rustle of leaves in the breeze. All is calm, all is steady, all is inviting. You are safe here, you are held, you are free to surrender. Completely. Take another slow, deep breath. Inhale the serenity, the stillness, the tender rhythm of the sanctuary. Exhale, letting go of worry, tension, and thought. Each breath draws you deeper into presence. Each exhale carries away all remaining resistance. Feel the soft pull of sleep, beginning to stir, tender and inevitable. Have you ever walked among stones that seem to whisper in the night? Here, in this sanctuary, every stone carries a gentle story, a memory of calm, a reflection of peace. Allow yourself to notice them one by one, letting their quiet presence soothe your mind, soften your body, and calm your heart. The wall curves gracefully around the sanctuary, guiding you with steady support. Its stones are smooth beneath your fingertips, familiar and reassuring, echoing the rhythm of your own breathing. Step along its edge, slowly, noticing how your steps and your breath merge with the enduring calm of the sanctuary. A faint glow rises from lanterns scattered among the stones, mingling with the shimmer of stars above. Each light is gentle, patient, and comforting. Let it guide your eyes, your thoughts, and your attention toward rest. Observe the interplay of light and shadow, stone and star, breath and heartbeat. You are part of this rhythm, merging seamlessly with the sanctuary itself. Step carefully onto a small clearing where the largest stones rise like silent guardians. They are cool beneath your hands, but warm with history, steady with presence, patient with time. Sit or lie near them, feeling their grounding energy flow through your body. Inhale deeply, exhale slowly, and notice how each breath softens tension, releasing all remnants of thought, worry, or anticipation. Stone by stone, breath by breath, ripple by ripple of calm, and as your body sinks into the soft ground, as your chest rises and falls with gentle rhythm, as your mind drifts with the shimmer of stars and the steady support of the stones, you begin to feel the pull of sleep more strongly, tender, gentle, inevitable. You settle further into the sanctuary of dreaming stones, the moss beneath your hands and body cushioning you like a soft embrace. The stones rise around you, steady and patient, guardians of the night, their surfaces smooth and cool yet warm with timeless presence. Each one seems to pulse with gentle energy, echoing the rhythm of your own breath. Take a slow, deep breath. Inhale the serene fragrance of night air, scented with damp earth, jasmine, and the subtle glow of moonlight. Exhale slowly, releasing tension, lingering thoughts, and any restlessness that remains. With every breath, you feel your body soften, your mind quiet, your heart calm. Have you ever noticed how stillness itself can carry warmth? Here, in the sanctuary, the silence is not empty. It is alive, full of gentle presence. The soft hum of the night, the faint shimmer of stars, the subtle breath of the breeze, they all invite you to relax completely, to let go fully, to surrender into this quiet, protective embrace. Shift slightly, allowing the stones beneath you to support your weight, to cradle your limbs, to anchor your presence. Feel the walls curve beside you, solid yet unobtrusive, comforting without pressure, steady without insistence. The rhythm of your breath aligns naturally with the heartbeat of the sanctuary, soft, steady, and unhurried. Look around and notice the subtle interplay of light and shadow across the stones. Each glimmer of moonlight is gentle, each shadow tender. The lanterns cast faint halos, mingling with starlight to create a tapestry of calm. Observe the patterns, without thought, without judgment, letting your eyes wander slowly, softly, and without urgency. Take another deep breath, and as you exhale, let any last traces of tension, expectation, or worry drift away. Imagine the sanctuary itself inhaling your stress and exhaling tranquility back to you. Every stone, every shadow, every glimmer of light works with you, supporting your journey into stillness. Have you ever felt as if a place could hold your presence fully, without asking anything in return? The sanctuary of dreaming. Stones is such a place. Sit quietly. Listen to the whisper of the night, the faint echo of past moments, the soft vibration of life around you. You do not need to move, to think, to fix anything. Simply exist, simply notice, simply breathe. A gentle breeze stirs the air, carrying the delicate scent of the river nearby and the faint shimmer of night flowers. Let it brush across your skin, teasing your hair, flowing over your shoulders. Each inhale draws serenity deeper into your chest. Each exhale releases all remnants of thought or tension. The breeze flows through the sanctuary and through you, a tender reminder that release is effortless, that calm is natural, that sleep is near. Step, or rather, drift, slowly to the largest stones at the center of the sanctuary. Lie or sit against them. Feel their grounding energy supporting every part of your body. Your limbs soften. Your jaw unclenches. Your shoulders drop. Your heartbeat slows, matching the gentle pulse of the sanctuary itself. Stone by stone, breath by breath, ripple by ripple of calm. And as your eyelids grow heavy, as the night air settles around you like a soft blanket, as your chest rises and falls with rhythmic ease, you begin to feel sleep stirring gently, inevitably, tenderly. Each breath carries you closer, each heartbeat guides you deeper, each whisper of night draws you further into serene, dreamlike surrender. The sanctuary wraps around you like a soft, protective embrace. The stones rise quietly, the wall curves gently, and the stars above shimmer tenderly in the calm night sky. You feel every muscle soften, every thought slow, every heartbeat steady. The world has faded into gentle whispers, light and shadow. Take a slow, deep breath. Inhale serenity, inhaling the calm of moss, stone, and night air. Exhale fully, letting go of all tension, all remaining thought, all lingering awareness of the day. Each breath flows naturally, rhythmically, guiding you deeper into the sanctuary's tender embrace. Have you ever felt a place so still that it seems to fold around you, holding you without effort? Here, the sanctuary of dreaming stones does exactly that. Every stone, every shadow, every shimmer of moonlight supports you, reminding you that surrender can be gentle, rest can be complete, and calm can be effortless. Shift slightly to feel the stones beneath you more fully, letting their grounding presence flow into your body. Lie back if you like, letting the moss cushion your head, your shoulders, your back. Feel the wall nearby as a steadfast companion, steady and calm, echoing the rhythm of your own breath, comforting you in perfect alignment with the quiet of night. Notice the soft play of light across the sanctuary. Stars reflecting on the stones. Lanterns casting faint golden glimmers. The walls subtly illuminated by moonlight. Each reflection invites your mind to soften. Each shadow asks nothing of you but to observe gently. Each flicker of light reassures you that you are safe, calm, and fully held. Breathe slowly. Inhale, drawing in serenity, peace, and presence. Exhale, letting go of all resistance, all worry, all lingering thoughts. With each breath, you feel yourself merge seamlessly with the sanctuary. You are part of its rhythm, its calm, its gentle flow. The night whispers to you softly, encouraging complete surrender. Have you ever noticed how stillness can carry warmth and light simultaneously? Here, in the sanctuary, stillness holds you, wraps around you, flows through you. Every stone, every ripple of air, every distant murmur of the river is part of a lullaby meant only for you. Let it cradle your body, quiet your mind, and soothe your heart. The breeze drifts lightly, brushing your skin, lifting the faint scent of night flowers and cool earth. Inhale this serenity. Exhale fully, letting go completely. The sanctuary, the stones, the wall, the moonlight, they guide you, support you, and carry you gently into rest, stone by stone, breath by breath, ripple by ripple of calm. And now, as your body feels lighter, as your mind grows stiller, as your chest rises and falls in perfect rhythm, the sanctuary draws you into sleep. Not sudden, not harsh, but soft, inevitable, tender. Each heartbeat, each breath, each flicker of moonlight pulls you further into rest, deeper into dreams, fully cradled in serenity. The wall and stones, the lanterns and moonlight, the river and the soft night air. They are your companions, your guardians, your guides. Drift with them. Allow them to carry you completely into the realm of sleep. Your eyelids close naturally, your breath slows, and your mind releases fully. Stone by stone, ripple by ripple, breath by breath. Peace at last. Sleep now, wrapped in the sanctuary of dreaming stones held by moonlight whispers and the enduring calm of history itself. Drift gently, surrender fully, and rest completely.